This week on an all-new SAS podcast. He said, I have the tendency to end people. Who has Draymond ended, LaParis? Who? Am I forgetting something?
Unless he walking around here on some Aaron Hernandez shit, some shit we don't know about yet. What is he talking about?
Who the hell did he end?
We supposed to be the losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime. I guess they wasn't in their right mind. Underdog.
Yes, sir. What's going on, folks? Welcome back to a brand new, exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast, the realest sports talk pod in all the land.
True.
Nah, I don't like that right there. I said we the realest in all the land, bro.
True.
That's what I need. And we are back to wrap up the previous week of sports in dramatic fashion. You know how we do, with no BS, no sugarcoating, no biases, only the strong arm truth. And if this happens to be the first time you've caught our show here on YouTube at its new, earlier uploaded time, or if you're listening on any of our various podcast channels, I'm one half of the show. I go by the name of K Spade the Prospect.
And I'm your boy, Paris 57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports. Spade!
Yes, sir.
I got a bone to pick with you, bro. Don't be waking me up this early no more, bro.
Jazz up, soldier.
Bro, don't be waking me up this early on the weekend. But you know what? I'm going to bring the energy anyway. Got a good show for y'all today. Good. Got some things we want to talk about, Spade. I need some things I need you to debunk. Like, what the hell is going on? And for that reason, we're going to start in the NBA, Spade. Let's take it on to Brooklyn, formerly known as the New Jersey Nets. We're going to talk about the Brooklyn Nets, if you guys didn't know. Earlier this morning, I'm up early. Earlier this morning, so they figured this shit out early in the morning. Like, what the hell? Because I'm up early. Spade. Kenny Atkinson and the Brooklyn Nets decided to mutually part ways. Like, what the hell happened? So I'm reading reports, Spade, and it's saying that some players wanted Kenny Atkinson gone. Spade, what the hell is going on? What happened to Kenny? We liked Kenny, right?
I guess we do. Do we?
I think I like Kenny. I thought Kenny was doing a solid job. You know, when you first got there, they were struggling. He kind of turned them around, had them scraping, clawing, and scratching. You know, they was competing. What happened?
Things change, man. We all know. I know what people gonna do. The Paris, they're gonna put all of this on Kyrie Irving. When Kyrie
is
left,
that fair?
It might be. When Kyrie left Cleveland and went to Boston had the stories are so similar. It was a young, scrappy team that kind of overperformed. They had a better season than people anticipated, especially considering, some of the things that happened in that year. And they had this great expectation. They come back the next year, and people expect them to live up to the expectation that they created in the previous year. Things didn't work out, all right? Word. Kyrie leaves, you look at that team, they back playing to that level of expectation. If you look at this team, LePage, we said on this pod, like, yo, this team, I like this team. Karis LeVert, Spencer Dinwiddie, they had D-Lo, they had all these guys who were kind of young guys with something to prove, scrappy guys playing with a chip on their shoulder, and they overperformed. Like, they played better than teams expected. With that being said, they still wasn't. I saw somebody say that Kenny Atkinson was a candidate for Coach of the Year. That's a stretch. He really wasn't. That team was 42-40, and that was really Kenny's only above 500 coaching season, right? You come back this year, they're currently, 7th or 8th? They're currently 7th in the East. They are sub 500. They got 28 wins. They got 34 losses. But ultimately, I think the issue is the players that was there that was playing so well last year, they're showing spurts that they look, as good here and there, but the consistency isn't there. And sometimes when you look at that team, man, I don't know who the leader is. I don't know. And I know we're going to figure all this out when KD come back. But for right now, you're looking at that team like if you need a bucket at the end of the game, I don't know who you get a ball to. I don't know the identity of this team. And when shit like that go wrong, man, the first person to go be the coach. Whether that's fair or not, we can argue until we blue in the face, but this is a recipe we've seen before. Team underperforms, they go to the coach.
Is it fair?
I don't know,
You
LePage.
gave up pretty much your whole your whole squad to get, you get Russell was D'Angelo Russell was an all-star last year for your team. Mm-hmm. You gave him up, who was clearly one of your best players last year when y'all made the playoffs, and you gave up Russell to get Kyrie and KD, who I don't have it in front of me, but Kyrie probably played 40 games and KD hasn't played all year. So you're missing two major pieces to your puzzle.
That's true.
And Spade, I just got an alert on my phone as we record. It's from Sean Marks, who is the GM. Yeah, he's the GM of the Nets. It says Sean Marks, the GM of the Nets, says Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant were not involved in Kenny Atkinson's firing. Of course, that's what he got to say.
Yeah,
he got to say that because he see the internet and he know people are going to be speculating. Yo, come on, this got Kyrie written all over it.
Yeah, Kyrie's played 20 games this year, averaging 27 in those games.
Come on, man.
I don't know, man. I know.
I don't know if it's fair, Spade.
It might not be.
And I'm not saying Kenny Atkinson was just some amazing ass coach. I'm just saying I don't think it's fair.
I tell you what, right now Jacques Vaughn is going to get the job for the rest of the year, like the interim head coach. Jacques has had some head coaching experience down in Orlando, and it didn't go well for Jacques. Like that team, to be fair, he got way more talent in Brooklyn than he had in Orlando. But I'm looking at Jacques like this could be an opportunity. They say when your number calls, you better show out. I don't know.
I just don't know. Listen, man, I like that. I agree with you, Spade. Sometimes you don't know who really. I mean, we just seen Caris LeVert just go bananas. This past week right here? Mm-hmm. Could be a candidate for Strong Arm Performer of the Week for somebody. Mm-hmm. But we just see him go ham this week. But I mean, it might be Caris LeVert today. It might be Spencer Dinwiddie tomorrow. It might be Taurean Prince the day after. Like, you don't know what you're going to get from these guys. A lot of these guys have been inconsistent. And I like Dinwiddie. I think Dinwiddie is crazy because Dinwiddie was with Detroit. He was with Chicago. He was with a few teams and ended up finding a home with Brooklyn. And I like Spencer Dinwiddie. But how is Dinwiddie going to fit when you got Kyrie and KD? How is Caris LeVert, Spade? I asked you. I said, man, I love Caris LeVert game. I said, Spade, I asked you this. Keep it 100. I asked you this earlier in the week when we seen the LeVert game. I'm like, yo, what's your starting lineup? I said, yo, I would go Kyrie, LeVert at the 2, KD at the 3, KD at the 3 or 4, Taurean Prince at the 3 or 4, and I will go one of the bigs, either DJ or Jared Allen. Mm-hmm. And Spade, you said you ain't like that. You rather have Joe Harris there because he's just a spot up shooter. You rather have LeVert coming off the bench, but they got so many guys. I don't know what's that lineup gonna be, bro. When KD and Kyrie is back.
I don't know, but I'll be honest with you. It would suck for Caris LeVert to, go back to coming off the bench. But Caris is a scorer, man. He showed us that the other night. So how many scoring opportunities is he really gonna have on the floor with Kyrie and KD? So I would much rather have him be with that second unit.
They might need to trade him, Spade.
For what though?
And get another role player?
What would you want though? Like a defender or something?
I don't know. I'm looking at that team, Spade, and I don't understand the direction because I know for a fact once Kyrie and KD come back, they're getting the bulk of the shots.
Damn right.
So you want to bring Dinwiddie? You want to bring Dinwiddie and Caris LeVert off the bench? It ain't enough. It ain't enough ball, bro. It ain't enough ball. It's not enough.
I don't know.
Kyrie,
really don't
Kyrie
know.
and KD going to be, well, maybe not Kyrie, because it seemed like Kyrie just can't shake these little injuries he's been having. But maybe that's why you don't want to get rid of Dinwiddie. But you figure Kyrie and KD going to play between 30 and 35 minutes a night. So what's that's going to leave with LeVert and Dinwiddie? I don't know. I think it's unfair to let Kenny go. I don't like it. It don't sit well with me. I don't like it.
Look at you rhyme for Kenny. Let me just throw you some fun facts on Kenny since you team Kenny right now.
I'm not Team Kenny, bro. I'm
You
not
sound
saying
Team Kenny
bro.
over
I'm
there.
saying he didn't have an opportunity. When he took the job with the Nets, that team sucked. They sucked.
Yeah.
It's the same thing I feel with Brett Brown. I'm hearing people in Philly and stuff saying, "Oh, get Brett Brown out of here." You mean to tell me Brett Brown had to sit through, trust the process, and sit in my rookies for 2-3 years for us to stink to get these draft picks? Now we finally get a good team, and now it's my fault. I got to get out of here. Nah,
Well,
that's
let me
not
give you
fair.
this. Okay, and I hear you over there, LaParis Cochran. You doing a hell of a job of defending your client. Let me give you some facts. Oftentimes when we talk about the NBA, we just look at conferences. We look at the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. Let's break it down by division. Now, I will be fair. The Nets are in a tough division, but they're in the Atlantic Division, which also houses Toronto, Boston,
Miami.
Philadelphia. Now, Miami ain't in that joint because we would be kicking ass and taking names. Toronto,
Okay.
Boston, Philly, Brooklyn, and New York. All right?
Okay.
Let me just give you this. This is Kenny's 4th year there. In his first year there, they finished 5th in the conference.
Okay.
You know how many teams in that shit? 5. In the next year, they finished 5th in the conference.
Okay.
Last
Them
year, the
teams
year
suck.
that everybody talking about they were so damn good, they finished 4th in the conference. So he ain't been better than 4th in his conference in 4 years. Out of
that
5
was last
teams.
year. When they finished 4th, that was last year, right?
Yeah.
It's Spade. Look who in that conference.
I get it. And
Division.
like I
My
said-
bad. That division. I'm sorry. I keep saying conference.
Not, but
The division.
in the division, you're right. It's tough. It's tough. But shit,
Yo.
we just saw the Celtics
Spade.
have a down ass year last year.
Did they?
I mean, compared to the expectation, I feel like they did.
Okay, that's fair. Look, man, Spade. We just, it don't sit well with me, bro. I'm sorry. It don't sit well with me, man. I'm with this team. We've been stinking for all the time. We finally get good. I finally get good players, and I'm the problem. I don't even get the players. We haven't seen him with KD.
That's very fair.
Get my players.
That's very fair. That's very fair.
Come on.
I will tell you
didn't even get them. Like, you just told me Kyrie played 20 games and KD ain't played all year. You don't know what kind of coach I would have been because I don't have my players. I did not have my players.
That's very fair.
That's not
fair.
fair.
We might have quit.
Listen, man. Spade, I will get a coach out of here, but I get him out for reasons I see is substantiated is the word I think I want to use. Spade, I don't think it's fair. And I will fire a coach ass. Get him out. Kenny Atkinson don't deserve to be fired. Brett Brown don't deserve to be fired. If I feel somebody don't deserve to be fired, I'm going to say it, man. Whether they white, black, green, purple, pink, whatever, it don't matter. Like, I don't feel Kenny. And if the person said mutually parted ways, now Sean Mark said they wasn't involved in the Kenny Atkinson firing. So now he was fired.
Well, you know how that shit go. If you look it up,
I know.
Like, if you look it up on his behalf, it technically says he stepped down. But you know that's one of them conversations where they like, look, man, we about to fire shit
Step down
out
or
of
we
you.
gonna fire that ass.
Right, and it's gonna look a whole lot better for you on your resume if it say that you mutually agreed to step down than if it say we.
But then don't come out GM and say Kyrie and KD ain't got nothing to do with his firing. Just be like, they ain't got nothing to do with him stepping down. Say that.
Well, and that's
You still
true.
said I got fired.
But LaParis, we said something in pre-pro that remains
Go ahead.
true. You can sit here and say that Kyrie and KD, they wasn't the ones complaining to let this guy go. But if either one of those dudes walked in there and said, I don't want this guy to go, he wouldn't be gone.
Word.
Now,
That's
to be
fact.
fair, KD he never played under this guy, so shit, he don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's around the team, and I'm sure he see the way this guy operates and interacts with the guys on the team, but he technically hasn't even played a game under this coach, so I don't know how much validation you can
But
give
that's
him from
all
the
I'm-
bench.
That's right. That's all I'm saying, man.
I
And
agree.
Listen,
You're right. You win.
I don't like it, man. It don't sit well with me. Your team been ass, and I've been here sweating, like, going through it, blood, sweat, and tears for this suck ass team, and then we finally get good, and I'm out.
Wow.
That's trash. Now I know somebody's gonna be like, well, he still get paid. That's not the point. Coaches want to coach just like players want to play. I guarantee you ask number 15 guy on everybody's bench. That dude is out there like, yo, I want to be on the court. I want to play. Like, come on. It's not fair. I don't like it. You can move on if you want, but I don't like it.
All right, cool. You good?
Yeah, I'm good, but I don't like how these teams maneuver, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's crazy because Spade. Let me say this: they fired the shit out of Kenny Atkinson, but the Bulls won't fire Boylen, and the whole team hate that man. Everybody hate Boylen.
They got a reason.
Everybody. Come on.
They got a reason to.
Bruh, if anybody deserves to be fired, get Boylen out of Chicago. Bro, you can see Levine. It's crazy because I told you in pre-pro, man, I said it's clearly show you what the Bulls think of Levine because Levine hate that guy. He is the star of the team, and they still keeping the coach. That clearly shows you how they feel about Levine. Because any other star on Levine level going to the team like, yo, I don't like this coach. He's getting the boot. He's out of here. Yeah, there's other people that deserve to be fired. Let's move on, bro. I'm off that.
Let's move on. Let's stay in the NBA and let's talk about a topic that's kind of hot. Now, I'm going to tell you something about you and I. We typically don't follow trends when we talking about what's hot topics and what other people are talking about. But I actually hit you up and said, fam, it's time for us to throw our hats in the ring on a conversation because I'm tired of hearing it from everybody else. The conversation that people can't stop having is who do they have as NBA MVP? Now, one of the reasons why we haven't talked this, LaParis, is because our biggest complaint about this award is they're not going to get this shit away into June, July anyway. So it really don't even make sense to talk about
NBA Finals.
After you don't forget about the regular season. That's when they're going to talk about who the regular season MVP. However, I've heard some very compelling arguments for a few different people. So I've got a list here of who is expected.
Spade.
No, bro, let me
don't add your boy on that list. He's not included.
I gotta add nothing. My boy is there.
Spade,
I got a list right here. I have a list here of what the expected
your boy better not be on that list, Spade.
MVP vote getters are or would be at the moment. That list goes as follows.
Spade, don't do this. Don't
Giannis
do this.
Antetokounmpo,
There's only 2 people on that list.
LeBron James, Luka Doncic, Kawhi Leonard, and James Harden. Those are the 5 names that I'm looking at.
Oh my God.
But Paris, I ain't make this up. Now when I come in here, when I clock in,
that matter on that list,
bro. It maybe. I'm not disagreeing with you.
Ain't no maybe, bro. Like you said, we don't follow trends. Don't hit me, Spade. You smart enough with basketball to know only 2 names matter on that list. Don't hit me with some list that don't follow the trends, bruh.
I'm not following any trends. I'm giving you a list.
Don't hit me with 5 names then, because only 2 matter.
This is why I try not to wake you up early, because you be disgruntled.
Don't wake me up early.
Calm down. The Paris, the question is this. Who's your MVP right now? Unbiased.
Spade, only 2 names matter, and that's between the Greek, who you hate now. It's crazy.
First of all, I don't hate anybody. I love
come to Miami. You was just advocating for that man. Now you talking about something. And you won in the pick'em game. That's another story. But you was just advocating for the man to come down there, and you was like, "Give me the team with no haters." Now you calling him a hater. But anyway, Spade.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You want to know who should be the MVP, bro?
Yeah, I do. I want to know that.
Spade, it got to be LeBron James, bro. LeBron James.
Why is that?
LeBron James should be the NBA MVP. Leading the league in assists. Bro, reconstructed the whole team and still reconstructing the team. It's they done shipped everybody out. They got AD. And I seen you on Twitter, you guys. I seen you talking about something. Oh, but LeBron got AD. Chris Middleton was an all-star. Giannis got Chris Middleton. He was an all-star. Spade, give me LeBron James for MVP right now, bro. Bro, like 36 years old, leading the league in dimes. Give me LeBron. Give me LeBron.
I gotta admit, I'm really surprised you went that way.
Where you think I was gonna go?
Well, I mean, here lately, man, you've been feeling like if you get on this show and lie for Giannis, it's gonna help the Bulls' chances of landing him. And I ain't want to be the one to tell you that it wasn't. But
wow.
That's what you've been on. That's really what you've been on right now.
I'm gonna tell you what. I do not. If we gonna keep boiling, I don't want nobody coming to the Bulls because they don't deserve to play for that guy.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Golly. Here we go. Spade, don't do it.
I'm gonna be honest,
Do
bro.
not piss me off early this morning, bro.
Bro, you already done piss me off. So if I piss you off, you got it coming.
Go ahead, Spade.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I think I'm leaning LeBron on this as well. And
okay.
I'm seeing a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people acting like, look, if you got Giannis as the MVP, I'm not mad at that at all. You could definitely build a case around that. What I'm a little bit upset about is people's acting like if you got Bron as your MVP, that's unfathomable. And I don't like that. I really don't like that. Let's just talk about some facts right quick, LeParis.
Go ahead.
The Lakers didn't even make the postseason last year. They didn't even make the postseason.
Now, see, this is Spade I like. Keep them actual factuals. This is Spade I like.
They gave a combo meal of players. They gave away the depth. Like, let's be honest. When you're talking about a team and you're talking about their performance over a long stretch of games, let's just say an arbitrary number like 82 of them shits. If you're looking at the success of a team over an 82-game span, one of the things that really helps a team is depth. It ain't necessarily got to be another 20-point guy. More than anything, I think it's got to be players who have specific roles, who know what they're supposed to do. And they had a lot of pieces on that team, like Josh Hart, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball. They gave away depth for one player. And if you look at this Laker team, man, this is no shade at Kyle Kuzma. And any Laker fan, if you hear what I'm saying and you disagree, please hit me up. When you watch this team, LeParis, you said something to me last night. You said, how the hell are the Lakers winning? It's nothing but Bron and AD. That's it. Bro, when I watch this team play, who got the best record in the West, when I watch this team play, Bron is not able to load manage. He's not able to rest. His minutes are up. His fucking shot attempts are up. He ain't being able to take plays off defensively. Last year, we gave Bron hell for taking plays off defensively. Bron knew that team wasn't going to the postseason last year, and he shut it down. But this year, Bron is fighting. Bron playing harder than anybody in the league right now on both ends of the ball at 35 years old in year 17, fresh out of high school, fam. That shit is unheard of. He got his team the #1 record in the West, and I hate to say this, the person who may have swayed my opinion, Kendrick Perkins, bruh. When Kendrick Perkins said all these years that Bron was dominating the East and we didn't give him the MVP because we said it was the East, why are we not keeping that same energy for Giannis? Bron, the biggest bully in the East, is gone. After Bron left the East, the next biggest bully in the East was Kawhi. He gone too. So who the hell else is over there? Who is in the East to stop Giannis?
And KD went to the East, but we ain't seen him yet. So
KD is not healthy. Kyrie is not healthy. Philadelphia got issues. We don't know whether or not they want to keep Ben Simmons and ship Joel Embiid, or keep Joel Embiid and ship Ben Simmons. But both of them dudes, that shit ain't, the Philadelphia experiment right now looking like it ain't working. Fucking, I'm having a brain fart. What's Oladipo, who was on a tear last year, got injured, and even though he's back now, he's still not back. So,
Spade,
who is in the
correct
East?
me if I'm wrong, but I think I read on Twitter last night, and the Bucks hasn't beat the Heat this year. They have not beat the Heat.
Oh, nah, because we just put Bam on that guy right there. The Bucks do not defend the 3-ball well. That's a whole nother story. I've been telling folks I like Miami in the best of 7 against Philadelphia, and they think just because I'm a Heat fan, I'm talking out the side of my neck. How long we been doing this podcast? About 5 years?
Yeah, at least.
Bro, as long as we've been doing this podcast, people like to wait till after I'm right and be like, damn, man, you was right. Like, damn, why y'all still shocked? How often I gotta be right for y'all to realize I kind of know what the fuck I'm talking about? But yeah, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, LeParis. I feel like what Bron is doing, and let's be honest, y'all. Look, James Harden won MVP once and was runner-up 3 times. So we know that regardless of what happened on that court, yeah, that's got something to do with it, but that's not the determining factor. It's also about that story and that narrative. And this is exactly why Giannis and James Harden got their little beef going now, because James Harden felt like the narrative of Giannis winning it last year is why he won it. And you can argue whether or not that's true or not true, but we know the narrative matters and the story matters. So if we know that, the Lakers that didn't make the postseason last year trades a heap of players for AD who already got a question mark on him. We question AD and whether or not he can stay healthy. We've been questioning that shit since he's been in the league. And we've already seen some issues, nothing major, thank God, knock on wood for Laker fans, but we've seen some issues with health and AD already. And what Bron has been able to do in the West in his 17th year, fresh out of high school, to me, if I got a vote, Bron, give my vote, fam. Bron, give my vote.
Spade and everything. Spade, you can vouch for me. You know one thing I'm not no stat guy watcher. Like I don't no box score watcher. I don't just be checking the box. I watch these games. And Spade, I hit you. I'm watching you in the party last night. I'm watching the game. I'm like, how in the hell, bro? I think Danny Green was like 2 or 7. Like playoff Rondo is a thing, but you got to get to the playoffs. Like I think Kuzma was like 3 or 10. I'm looking around like Bradley shooting bad. Everybody was shooting bad. Bro, the game was tied at the half. AD had 5 points. AD second half exploded. But Spade, it is Bron and AD. And listen, once we get to the playoffs, you know, Danny Green, he got some crap in him when he get to the playoffs. Danny Green hit like 18 straight threes. You be like, damn, look at Danny Green. But man, you got to get there. Because Danny Green, every time he shoot, I'd be like, oh boy. And every time he put the ball on the floor, I'd be like, Jesus Christ. It don't look good. But Spade, it's crazy what Bron is doing. And it's crazy that this is even, like people are out there like, yo, how the hell can y'all say LeBron? Are you watching? Like, are you watching?
They not.
Like, LeBron has been fantastic this year. LeBron is pulling from the logo. Some shit we ain't never seen Bron do. Like, he's Steph out there. Like, listen, give me Bron, bro. Give me Bron. I'm shocked. I'm shocked you ain't say Harden. But give me Bron, bro.
Nah, I mean, what Bron is doing, in my opinion, is phenomenal. And unfortunately, man, when you talk sports, especially in a debatable topic like this, people always see whatever choice you make as slander, shade, or hate to the other person. Don't get me wrong. Giannis has been phenomenal this year. He's been phenomenal this year. But other than Toronto,
you give him a little bit of credit.
Yeah, I mean, he's been great, bro. This is no shade on Giannis at all. But I'm looking at that man over there in LA. Like, yo, man, we got to talk about this shit, bro. We've never seen this before. And yeah, I'm a Jordan fan. So I tell people when they like, oh, Wizards Jordan was ass. Fam, Wizards Jordan was still giving folks buckets. Don't get it fucked up. But what Bron is doing on both ends of the ball, man, bro, we ain't never seen this before. And if it's a tie, and I'm not saying it's a tie, but if you got it being a tie, then you look at the story and you look at the narrative. And if the story and the narrative of everything that's going on with the Lakers not making the postseason last year, hey, man, give me Bron. Give me Bron. That's
I mean, let's be honest. Is Giannis over there? He's in the East. He has Chris Middleton, another All-Star. I mean, people was telling me Eric Bledsoe, this lockdown defender, I think he made all defensive first team, if I'm not mistaken. Like, come on. Come on.
I don't know if it was first or second, but
they say Wes Matthews is some lockdown defender. They got Wes Matthews because he in 3-and-D got knocked. I said last night, I'm like, yo, Wes Matthews stink to me. He stinks. He's not the same person anymore. He stinks.
Father time undefeated, bro. Cut him some slack.
All right, bro. They in the East. Give me Bron, who's playing in the West. Who's playing? Give me Bron.
Yeah. And before somebody come through, and this is another thing that people like to do that I don't like. When we get on this show, people like to say, man, Giannis has no help. And then we bring up what you just brought up and be like, yo, got Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton's an all-star. People go, but Chris Middleton ain't really. Well, Chris Middleton's scoring 21 a game, fam. So, yeah, say what you will. He's scoring 21 a game. He getting 6 boards. He getting 4 dimes. He getting 1 steal. That's that. I mean, say what you will.
I don't want to hear you on
that's all-star shit where I'm from, fam. Yeah, man.
I don't want to hear you. And Spade, when I also want to say this. Don't come in here and be like, what about Luka? Nah. I don't want. There's only 2 people in this race. Miss me with that what about Luka shit.
Because I know it's coming. Because in the list I had, they currently got him 3rd.
Miss me with that Luka shit. There's only 2 people in this conversation. Spade, we can move on. You ready?
Bro, they got him 3rd. currently.
They can miss me with that shit. It's like third way back. It's like when we run in the race and we about to cross the tape and you know the other person back there, they like 700 meters behind us. That's how it is. Like he way back there in third. He way back there.
You want to hear something crazy though?
Go ahead.
You know that bearded man still lead the league in scoring by 5 points. I ain't talking about like by a point, by 5. He still lead the league in scoring by 5.
I don't want you to do this right now. Like, okay, we get
All
it.
I'm doing is reporting the news, bro. This is the whole point of the show.
Spade, I don't want. He not in this conversation.
Somebody,
Luka,
I guess you can lead the whole league in scoring and not be in the conversation.
Spade, I'm gonna tell you what else. I'm changing subjects. I'm gonna tell you what else I feel like they doing. You can correct me if you think I'm wrong. I feel like the league trying to give Zion. I told you last week, I feel like they was trying to force the Pelicans in. And I'm telling you today, I feel like they trying to force Zion to be Rookie of the Year. I feel like they trying to make that happen.
Well, first of all, I done told you, the association, we don't fabricate games and that's not what we do. So,
Spade, they just beat y'all.
Bro, even the great Michael Jeffrey Jordan lost some games here. Now we trying to figure it out with Iggy. High key, I'm looking at Iggy sideways, bro. Since we brought Iggy to South Beach, shit been looking mad different. Yeah. I'm looking at Iggy like you brought this losing shit down here with you. High key, since we got Iggy, shit been rocky for us, bro. I'm looking at you, Iggy. Tighten up, bro. We definitely not signing that second year. It's a team option on year 2. Iggy's out of here, bro. Y'all want Iggy in Chicago?
No. Bro, I just told you, I don't want us to have, bro, we don't deserve Zach LaVine as long as we have Boylan. If Zach LaVine, Spade, I wouldn't be shocked if Zach LaVine be like, yo, I want out. I would not be shocked. Like, he deserved better. I'm going to tell you who else deserved better. Kobe White has been on a tear, and he's still not starting.
Yeah. That's that old school coaching philosophy where you just feel like the younger guys shouldn't start regardless of how much they producing, and it's stupid. We're not
going nowhere. What's the logic? Hand them the keys and let them rock out.
It's stupid, bro. That's your coach.
Bro,
can I just say something? I'm sorry. I don't know if the listeners of the pod can hear this, but this is the second week in a row that my neighbors have fired up a fucking weed eater in the middle of my show. It ain't that much weeds out there, fam. So if this shit happened in the third week, if it happened next week, I'm pausing the pod and going out there and handling something.
Bro, relax. Why you so angry? I thought,
bro, it ain't that much weeds, fam. Now,
listen, man, I don't like what I feel the league is out here doing. I feel like they trying to force the Pels in. I feel like they trying to give Zion Rookie of the Year. Spade, we called it on this show. We kind of said Zion was going to mess Brandon Ingram up. Brandon Ingram is looking not like Brandon Ingram was looking earlier. And also, Spade, they were saying Brandon Ingram for most improved player, and he's one of the candidates. But what about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, to me, the race is between those two guys. Shai has been fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You can make an argument for a few people, man. Like, we already knew Bradley Beal was good, but the way Bradley's playing this year, you could make an argument to throw his name in there.
Let me speak on Bradley Beal. Bro, let me retract my statement. I apologize, y'all. I apologize because I came up here, I had arguments with people, and I said Bradley Beal ain't know John Wall was going to be out for 3 years. Bro, I've been saying free Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal said this. This wasn't even a topic. Spade, did you see what Bradley Beal said?
Oh, I saw it.
Bradley Beal said he want to stay in Washington because if he goes somewhere else, like a Miami, he named a few teams, but Miami was definitely one of those teams. He wouldn't be the number one option, and they wouldn't build around him. What? How is that working out in Washington? You know what? I retract my free Bradley Beal statement. Bradley Beal, stay your ass in Washington and deal with that shit. Deal with that shit.
What was funny is some Heat fans replied to that tweet and was like, you would definitely be the number one option out here. The fuck are you talking about? The crazy thing is, what I don't know, and maybe he know, maybe they telling him some stuff that got him feeling like this, but I feel like if John Wall show up healthy, Bradley's still the number 2, ain't he?
I mean, we got to see what John Wall be getting because, you know,
I'll tell you what. As long as John Wall still play point guard.
I just don't know what John Wall we getting after 2-3 years.
I feel what you're saying. But as long as John Wall still play the 1 and they expect him to bring the ball down, he the first option.
Well, that's true too. Boy, I was advocating for free Bradley Beal, and then he come out and say this shit. Bradley Beal, stay your ass in the nation's capital and deal with that shit. Spade, you ready to move on? Or you got anything else?
Nah.
Spade. Gotta take it to my neck of the woods. Let's take it to New York. Let's talk about these Knicks, man. Let's talk about James Dolan versus Spike Lee. Spade. This shit right here is bonkers. Like, this shit is bonkers. So you got, if you guys don't know, Spike Lee, long Knick fan. I mean, just loyal. Ain't never won. Spike been at the games for 20-something years. They ain't never won shit. Bro, Spike Lee said, came in the game, came in the interest. He always came in, and there's like new policy. You can't use that interest no more. That's for employees and media, and you're neither. And Spike like, man, I've been using this, you know what I mean? Spike in the elevator, security said, yo, gotta get off the elevator, you gotta leave MSG, walk around the 31st Street. Anybody know New York blocks? New York blocks be long as hell. Like, New York blocks long as hell. But anyway, walk around the corner to 31st Street and use that interest. Spike said, I ain't getting off. Spike, one of the security guards was cool, was like, Spike, let me just take you to the 6th floor. Go down, then you can get to your seat. Spike goes to his seat. James Dolan walked past. James Dolan allegedly said him and Spike had a conversation. They laughed about it. They shook hands. Spike went on first take and was like, that is utterly and truly false. Like, that is not the case. What is he talking about? That is a lie. Basically said that's a lie and said that he will not be returning to any more Knicks games this season. Spike said that these seats cost over $300,000 a year. Said he done spent over $10 million over his long time being a Knicks fan, sitting courtside. Spade, like, Spike is their most loyal, most famous, most loyal fan. I feel like it is unfair for the Knicks to treat Spike Lee this way. How do you feel about it, Spade?
I gotta admit, I think it's sad. And I'm saying it with a smile, so it probably feels disingenuous. But I think it's sad because over the last few years, not the last few, but over the last many years, the Knicks and what product they put out has been like a mystery. It's inconsistent. You don't know if it's going to be good basketball, bad basketball, a win, a loss. The only consistent thing at a Knicks game in the Garden is Spike Lee sitting courtside. That is literally the only consistency that franchise has. So it bothers me that the two sides, and I'm not trying to exclude Spike from any and all responsibility, but it is sad that the two sides couldn't come together and just find a better way to deal with it. Now, I said I was gonna stop name dropping the homie, but I'm a name drop the homie Nate because we disagreed on this, and he was like, Spade, I'm gonna be honest with you, Spike Lee sounds entitled to me. Spike said in his own explanation that it was an employee interest. He knows he's not an employee. When they told him he can't take that route anymore, he simply should have said, thank you for allowing me to use the employee interest for as many years as I have. I disagree with Nate. Here's why. Spike gave his account on First Take whenever Molly would let him talk, but that's neither here nor there. But he gave his account, and one of the things he said that resonated with me is you have to pay your deposit. They were saying that his season tickets are roughly $300,000 a year, but they don't expect you to just come in there and slap down $300,000. That's not how it works. You got certain points throughout the year that you have to make a payment, and they total up to that final amount. So he says throughout the year, if he's at least one day late on one of his payments, his phone rings. They hit his phone. So they got his number. He's been going to Knicks games for 30 years, fam. So they have the relationship, the rapport is there. It's not like a situation where you just went to Walmart and them folks don't know you like that. They know Spike. So you can hit Spike and be like, hey, Spike, Mr. Lee, whatever the hell they call him. hey, you're a day late on your payment. You're gonna be able to make a payment. Cool. If we to that level, fam, hit me up and be like, yo, we had a policy change, so they making a big deal. However you want to disguise it, like, Spike, look, this ain't me, but them people tripping, fam. They don't want you to use the employee interest no more. So new security protocol, only employees can go in that interest, but we still have a VIP entrance for you. You can access that one, blah, blah, blah. In Spike's story, he said they never told him this before. And as a man, let me tell you this. LaParis, this don't mean this right, but let me tell you this. As a man, and LaParis, you know me. You know me better than anybody on this thing called YouTube. I got a pride issue, right? If you do something to me that I feel is embarrassing in front of others, it's not going to end well. My reply or my reaction, I'm going to go there because I feel like you're trying to make me the ass of the joke, and I don't play that shit. You can pull me to the side and tell me the most embarrassing shit in the world. You can pull me to the side and say, Spade, damn, bro, you got a whole fucking booger swinging out your nose. I'm be like, oh, shit, appreciate that, fam. But if we in a mass of people and you go, yo, Spade, so booger in your nose, I'm going to whoop your ass because you trying to make me the ass of the joke, and I don't play that shit. So if I'm Spike and I'm in this crowd, I'm in this elevator. I'm not in the elevator solo. It's other people in the elevator. And you send security to me to be like, yo, you got to get off the elevator. Man, who the fuck you talking to, fam? I ain't got to do shit. Do you know who I am? That's the way I'm replying because you have come at me wrong. You know what I'm saying? And then he said when he got to, when he refused to get off, when he got to the floor, they got radios, fam. So I guess you got to expect this. But they called ahead like, all right, this dude Spike ain't listening, man. So y'all meet him up there. Don't let him get off on the floor. The door's open, boom. It's like 5 standing there like, no, Mr. Lee, you can't get off right here. You got to go back around to the front floor. And Spike felt like, and we've seen companies do this too, LaParis. Spike said he sent a brother. You know what I'm saying? When black people get upset, businesses like to send black people to deal with upset black people. So they sent a black dude to be like, Spike, bro, can't let you do this. Spike like, yo. And Spike took it too far. Like, you know what? What? Arrest me. Do me like y'all did Charles Oakley. Take me out in handcuffs. Spike know what he doing because he know if Spike get taken out of that place in handcuffs, the negative PR is going to be massive. And he know they don't want that. So, yeah, did Spike take it too far in the way he reacted? Yes. But I still feel like it could have been dealt with better. That's my issue. But, LaParis.
It could 100% been dealt with better.
Spade. It's another side to the story, though. The Knicks say that they have told Spike that he can't use that interest before, and that he just been refusing, and he just like, no, I'm gonna keep coming in this damn.
I don't believe him.
I don't want to believe him because that don't. I mean, Spike seemed genuine.
I don't believe him.
Spike an actor too. Spike been in movies. He been in his own movies. Spike can act.
I don't believe him, bro. I
don't want to believe.
I'm never taking the Knicks side. I'm never I don't believe him. I don't believe him. I'm sorry, I don't. I'm never taking the Knicks side. I'm never taking. Hey, Spade, let me tell you something, bro. And I seen people saying this too. Yo, why they gotta call Spike for a payment? He don't got no money. Anybody know old people? Not old people, but older people like Spike age. They ain't doing no straight out my account shit. They is either signing a check themselves or they going send that little money order, but they not. You ain't about to just be in my account like them old bro. Spade, it's certain shit I don't even want coming out my account. You know what I mean? Like I make sure, it's doing this day. I send that shit myself. Like,
bro. Plus, life happens. I'm young and I forget to pay shit sometimes.
Bro, that was what I was saying. Bro, that's what I was saying. Like, why Spike don't got it directly coming out? Because he don't want them Knicks in his account. That's why. Shit. But anyway. Spade, another point I want to say, man, is it's crazy because they do this at the game. Spike coming to the game. Like you said, one thing has been consistent at Knicks home games. Spike gonna be there. Why not hit Spike before the game? Like, Spike, don't come in through blah, blah, blah. We got to talk to you. You knew he was coming to the game.
You knew it. You knew it.
And you why wasn't you waiting for Spike outside? Like, yo, Spike, we got to take you in around this way. New policy, blah, blah, blah. You wait for him to get damn near to his seat in the elevator. Come on, man. Unacceptable. Listen, I don't believe the Knicks told Spike this shit. I'm sorry. I don't believe nothing the Knicks say. I don't believe nothing James Dolan say. I don't. James Dolan said it's cameras everywhere. James Dolan said him and Spike, they said Spike said James Dolan walked past him like, yo, we got to talk. Spike was like, yo, I don't want to talk to you. And he kept it smoking. James Dolan said him and Spike talked right there at Spike's seat and shook hands and laughed about it. It's cameras everywhere. I don't tune in to the Knicks games because they suck unless they playing somebody I want to see them play. But Spade, it would be footage somewhere saying, okay, Dolan is telling the truth. Look, he's shaking Spike's hand right there. The same thing that happened when Richard Sherman tried to bang the cannon on Baker Mayfield. We saw the footage. We was like, all right, Sherman bugging. We came back and was like, we seen the footage, Sherman, you bugging out. Then Sherman had to come out and eat bologna. Like, yo, whatever. Come on, man. I don't believe shit the Knicks say, bro. I'm not believing the Knicks. I don't believe the Knicks.
Yeah.
They ain't touch Spike shit.
I think it go back to what you said, too. And understand this. And boy, this shit finna be heavy. You can have all the money in the world, but money don't equate class. And I feel like a classy individual could have found a way. And it's like you said, LaParis, if I'm Dolan, if I'm somebody within that organization, that's a delicate situation with a person that is a huge asset to our franchise. Stephen A. Smith said that somebody from the Dwayne Wade camp told him, like, yo, man, a few years ago when Dwayne Wade was a free agent, the Knicks was using Spike. Spike was popping up where Dwayne Wade was at. Like, he was working for the Knicks organization to try to recruit Dwayne Wade. You know what I'm saying? So somebody like that, you find a classy way to handle that. Maybe you get somebody when he come get his ticket scanned. When you see him scanning his ticket, say, "Oh, Mr. Lee, wait right here. We're sending somebody to get you personally." And you let somebody come and say, "Spike, come here. We got to meet. We want to talk with you." And you find a classy way to do it. You can have all the money in the world and have no fucking class. And I feel like they handled that situation about as classless as you can handle it.
I agree 100%. If James Dolan has showed us anything, is that he don't care about nothing but making money. He don't care about them fans. Them fans want the Knicks to be a great product. He kicking fans out because they saying sell the team. So you can't take a little bit of criticism about the product you putting on this court and you kicking them out. A slew of fans just got escorted out a couple of days ago because the whole crowd was saying sell the team. And James Dolan was sending security down there escorting hella fans out. Because they were saying sell a team. So if James Dolan has showed us anything, he don't give a damn. Spike Lee is basically, and he should be an employee of the Knicks, because he's basically an ambassador for the Knicks, just like Drake is for the Raptors. So he should be an employee. He's your most famous, loyal fan. Come on, man. He deserved better. I don't care what anybody say, he deserved better. And it ain't because he's spending that much money. It's because he's been your most supportive, loyal, famous fan. You don't got to come to them damn games. Y'all suck. Yep. You ain't got to come to them games.
And I'm going to tell you this.
Ain't got better shit to do?
There would never be a situation that the Laker organization would allow a story to come out that they sent 4 or 5 security guards to Jack Nicklaus because they would never let that. They would never let that happen, man. They would send Magic himself to Jack's house. Genie will pull up at his house and ring it. They will find a classy way to handle it, and that's the difference in the two organizations right there. Bro, let's move forward, bro.
Well, no, I don't want to move forward yet. We seen Drake touch a coach shoulder, like give him a massage, and like, come on, you ain't see security going out like, oh, you can't touch the players. You're like, come on, Now later on, they was like, all right, Drake, you took it a little too far. Personally. And we found out about it. But I mean, they ain't come down here like, whoa, Drake, what are you doing? They ain't escort Drake to the back. Come on. Hey, Spade, I want to say this too. Since I've been watching the Knicks, since I've been born and been watching basketball, every single, I don't want to say famous, important. Every single important, play or something that was surrounding the Knicks, Spike has been involved in. Spade, it is a meme going around with Reggie putting the choke thing around his neck. He's talking to Spike. He's talking to Spike.
Yeah, like Jordan and Spike. Come on. You can go, like you said, every Knicks milestone. If you pan the camera, you'll see Spike Lee. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Every single one. Reggie Miller hit like 9 points in 6 seconds. Said it was Spike's fault.
He said it was Spike's fault. Come on, man. Spike deserved better, bro. If Spike ain't an employee, he should have been an employee. What the hell are the Knicks doing? Nah, man. Let's move on. Because it's the Knicks, boy.
You got a little passionate about them Knicks, man. That's the deep down Knicks fan inside of you.
It's disgusting. James Dolan kicking fans out because they want a better product on the court. Do that shit to Oakley. Doing this shit to Spike. Come on. Spade, if you Spike Lee, you going back to Knicks games? Ever?
Probably.
If you're Spike Lee. I'm not saying it's... Say that?
Probably. But I do want to say this. Spike, you probably ain't listening to this pod, but you said something that cracked me up. Spike said, I'm not going back to any more games. They was like, really? He was like, not this year. He like, me next year I will, but not this year. And that showed me that deep down inside, Spike, he bleed that damn blue and orange, fam. Spike, it make more sense for you to go this year, not next year. You done paid for this year. Them games is paid for. Next year gonna cost you another $300K. It makes no sense for you to not go the rest of this year and go next year. You might well just show up. Just go tomorrow. Or whenever the next game is.
He's still a little mad. He might be back this year. He's still a little mad.
Yeah, he upset. He got a right to be. Man, let's get off these Knicks, fam. They trash. Let's go. So I guess you could say that topic right there was Spike Lee versus James Dolan. I guess you could say that. Well, they must have been the doggone undercard because the main event is Draymond Green versus Charles Barkley. LaParis, you know that Charles Barkley is one of my favorite players of all time. I've said here on this podcast that when Jordan played in his prime, I couldn't really appreciate Jordan. I didn't like him much because for our generation, it's kind of disrespectful to say he and not the team, but he was then what Golden State was, like most recently. Like, it didn't matter who was good. It was Jordan, and then it was everybody else. He was what Golden State is today, a healthy Golden State team. And Charles Barkley was my favorite player, and I wanted Charles Barkley to beat Jordan and the Chicago Bulls so bad in Phoenix, man. I wanted that shit to happen. One of the things I like about Barkley is he says what's on his mind. That gets him in trouble a lot, but damn, it's entertaining. And that's why that man got a job on TV, and that's why they can't keep enough cameras out of his face. He's a more refined version of LeVar Ball. He gonna say what comes to his mind.
Word.
One of the things that Charles has been passionate about speaking on is Draymond Green. Charles is not a Draymond Green fan, which he has the right to feel how he feels. He recently took shots at Draymond Green during one of their TNT broadcasts, which is phenomenal, might I add. I love that. I love their show. And he set up, they go Draymond with his regular triple single. And again, Shaq you got your boy Shaq.
Shaq said, what he got? What he got? What he got?
A triple single.
What he got?
And they just clown on him. Well, of course, if you're a player this pisses you off, and you got the right to be upset. So the media, they see Draymond, they do exactly what you expect them to do. They doing their job. Everybody doing their job so far. They throw the camera in Draymond's face. You've been getting criticism from the TNT crew, Charles Barkley, to be specific. What do you think about that? And Dre, who's supposed to be this amazing trash talker and know how to get under your skin, showed for the first time probably ever that he had met an adversary that he wasn't ready for. His trash talk back, his rebuttal wasn't on par. It didn't hit the mark. It didn't make sense. He really just kind of got on and he tried to shoot back. Sometimes when you roast in LaParis, we grew up in the roasting era. Like these young kids, like roasting is cyberbullying and somebody can get... Wow. Fam, we grew up in that era where you just got fired up every day until you got better at it and started being able to defend yourself. And that's the only way they left you alone is when you fired people the hell up. They was like, damn, he nice with it. And I thought Dre was nice with it, but he showed weakness right here. Because whenever you would roast somebody who's not good at roasting, they would just try to get mad personal and just say like personal shit that might not even be true and just that let you know you got him.
That's why your daddy left. That's why you ain't got no father.
Be like, my daddy at home. What you talking about? Like, they just be all off. Draymond said, Barkley should stop before I take his job because I do that well too. Like, well too. I think the topic is that you don't even do basketball that damn well. What are you talking about? And he said, I have the tendency to end people. Who has Draymond ended, LaParis? Who? Am I forgetting something?
Unless he walking around here on some Aaron Hernandez shit, some shit we don't know about yet. What is he talking about?
Who the hell did he end? The last person he had a beef with on the court was KD, and KD just went to another team. That ended all.
Because he's not talking about Tristan Thompson, Because TT wanted that smoke, and word on the street is Draymond was like, whoa, that shit was just from the basketball court. We cool.
LeBron stepped over him. LeBron hung his sweaty dingleberries over his face. So it ain't LeBron. The only person, the only dub you could say he probably got was him calling KD a bitch, but essentially that hurt Golden State. KD left. So who the hell did he end? But it goes on. He said if he keeps talking, I'll take his job sooner than he thinks. What that mean? You finna retire soon? Because you can't do that job if you playing. Fam, the whole damn rant was just retarded. And then he gets even worse, and he says he should probably be quiet. He also can't talk basketball with me. He's not smart enough, not qualified, no rings, can't sit at this table. Dre, if you don't shut your dumb ass up, bro, are you serious? Charles Barkley, LePage, talk while I pull some numbers. Let me pull some numbers. That's what I do.
Spade, let me say this, man. Like, I'm so tired of these new school players saying, yo, you can't talk to me because you don't have a ring. Bro, Spade, I know you're not a fan of this guy. Karl Malone don't have a ring. He's a way better basketball player than Draymond Green can ever think to be. Ever. Like, Spade, it's so many qualified guys that don't have rings that can talk basketball circles around Draymond Green. What is he talking about? I'm tired of this. Bro, like I said last week, it's a ton of dudes that got rings that don't know shit about basketball. That were not good players. Made it to the league and just was bust. Like, Spade, I told you this last night, man. I said it's crazy because when Draymond, I said when Steph went down early in the season with no KD, we knew Clay wasn't going to be back. I said I didn't think Draymond was going to light it up and be all crazy. I told you this last night. I said I thought Draymond would be around. I think I told you, Spade, like 14, maybe 9-9 or 14, 8-8, something like that. Mm-hmm. Bro, he averaging like 8, 6, and 6. Like, come on. I thought Draymond would be better. And sometimes, listen, you don't have an argument right now. Like when y'all was winning championships and you was getting triple doubles and Clay, and you can have an argument and be like, yo, we winning, blah blah blah. But you don't have an argument right now. You have the greenest of lights. Bro, D-Lo was there. We knew D-Lo had the greenest of lights. D-Lo shot all the damn time. What the hell is stopping Draymond from being like, you know what? Let me show America what I'm about. And it annoys me, man. I do not like the disrespect. Listen, we heard about we remember when Shaq Spade said he was picking on JaVale McGee. I just thought it was something, funny to do. But, it kind of got serious. JaVale McGee took offense, and they kind of told Shaq, like, yo, lay off him. I kind of feel like they're going to tell Charles Barkley to do the same. I kind of feel like TNT is going to tell Charles Barkley, bruh, lay off Draymond Green. This shit is becoming something else that we don't want it to be. Because it all supposed to be, like, funny. Man, maybe Charles Barkley really don't like Draymond Green. His job is to talk basketball, and they throw some jokes in there. Spade, not only, Draymond Green says some things about Charles Barkley, and, Charles Barkley take that shit on the chin and go do his job. Shaq and Barkley go at it all the time. But just the disrespect, you don't have rings. You don't have rings, so you can't talk to me. That's some bullshit, because I'm a way better player than you will ever be. Ever. Yeah. It's like they didn't watch or they wasn't born. I don't know. Like, they couldn't have seen the same Charles Barkley, like I said, aside from them Rockets teams, Charles Barkley was the best player on every team he was on. He was the best. We can never say that about Draymond Green. Shit, Draymond might not... Was he the fourth best player on this team?
Probably.
The fourth. Maybe. Shit, bro, we can argue that because some people will say Iggy. Give me Iggy over him.
Well, Iggy did win a Finals MVP, so I guess you can argue that. I found some numbers. Let me share something. This is Draymond's best season since he's been in the league. 14 points, 9.5 boards, 7 dimes, still in a half.
And I didn't even know that. That's why I thought he would be this year without those guys. Go ahead.
14 points, 9.5 boards is his best season. Bro, I pulled Charles Barkley's numbers, and his worst season was 1984-1985, his rookie year, that he only started 60 games. He averaged 14 points, 8.5 boards. That's his worst season.
You mean his best year, Spade? You got his best year?
No, I'm saying this is Barkley's worst season.
Yeah, I said, do you have his best year in front of you?
Oh, do I have his best? Absolutely. Yeah. His best season from a scoring perspective is 28 a game and 12 boards. Come on, man. His best rebounding season is 23 points a game and 15 boards. This is a 6'4", 6'5" power forward that played in the era where people was packing the paint. Not that three-point shooting shit that we see now where you ain't got a choice but to get a rebound because everybody's behind the perimeter. Yes,
come on, man.
Yes. 23 and 15 is his best rebounding season. And the notion that he said, I think the thing that bothered me the most is he's not smart enough. What has Barkley shown to make you think he's not smart? I've got some career highs for you right here. Charles Barkley's career high points in a game is 47. That's regular season. His career high points in a game was a playoff game with the Phoenix Suns where he scored 56 points. His best game with no misses was a 10 for 10 from the field game. His best free throw made game was 22. His best three-point game, and you know this is way back, where it was a different game. But his best three-point games with none misses was 6. He went 6 for 6 from beyond the arc in his best game. His best rebounding game was 33 rebounds, fam.
Come on, man. 33
rebounds.
We not doing this.
Are you fucking kidding me, Draymond? Are you really this stupid? I'm thinking you not smart. If you think Barkley can't talk with you, you're the dummy. Doing this. Are you serious?
We not doing this.
Are you serious, bro? Mm-mm. Are you serious?
I'm tired.
He can't be serious,
young people saying they disrespecting Barkley. We've been banging and killing on folks disrespecting Larry Bird. We not doing this. We not doing this. We not doing this. Nah, man.
I just want to know if he's serious. Let me tell you something. To anybody listening to this podcast who the league has changed so much, man. And I feel fortunate that I feel like my age, I'm in that sweet spot where I got a chance to see the tail end of Larry Bird and Clyde Drexler, Magic Johnson. I saw those guys. I got a chance to see the height of Michael Jordan. I got a chance to see Ray Allen and Reggie Miller,
Kobe,
Allen Iverson, and so many people that folks don't even talk about. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. I got a chance to see a lot of great players. And even the new wave that has changed, the Steph Currys, the James Hardens, Trae Youngs, Lucas, Ja Morant, Zion, all these guys. I've seen a lot of ball. We put so much emphasis on winning a championship that we, as the fans of the sport, we've essentially ruined our own sport. We are the reason that super teams was born. Because all we would do is tell folks, you ain't got a ring, can't talk. That's such a stupid fucking thing to say. It's stupid, man. Listen, Mark Madsen got more rings than Barkley. Not even Mark Madsen thinks he's better than Charles Barkley. Nobody thinks that. Like, it's such a stupid narrative. I want us to stop with that. Dre, I'm going to tell you something. I don't really like Dre as a player. Never have. But LeParis, I don't know if I've ever said it on the podcast. I've definitely said it to you. When I hear Draymond talking in interviews, I'm like, I kind of like Draymond in interviews. He comes across as a guy that's really smart. He gets it. This interview right here just washed away everything. It's only proof. And I know that Dre don't really mean this shit. And he don't believe anything he just said. This was proof that Barkley is poking and getting under his skin, and he didn't have a good rebuttal. He didn't have a roast back. So he just, this is how you know you got somebody. Barkley has officially gotten to Draymond, and Dre is just resorted to just saying stupid shit trying to get under Barkley. Saying you don't have range, you're not smart. All that shit is stupid. Somebody tweeted me, and then we can move forward. Somebody tweeted me and said, I'm not saying Draymond is right because he's not, but to be fair, like Charles Barkley don't add nothing to that show. He's just there for comedy. And I was like, nah, man, I can remember one. I'm not saying it's only been one, but it's one show that comes to mind where he was talking about they were being real hard on Dwight because Dwight had finished the game with like no shot attempts. And they were saying, for starters, he's posting up wrong. Why are you posting up here? And Barkley was giving an example. He was like, you get under the basket. You know the defender's going to push you out. If you don't get pushed out, you right up under the cup. It's an easy basket or foul. If he pushes you out, you're on the block. But if you go set up at the block or further out than the block, like you've made the job of the defender way too easy. And I remember watching that thinking like, damn. He really just dropped knowledge. Like, he broke that down. I got a better understanding of the post game from this. And then that person replied and said, oh, well, he's been on TV 20 years. He should say something that makes sense. And it's like, I realized that people just don't like Barkley. First of all, man, Barkley got a job. Barkley's job is to be Barkley, to say the shit that come to his mind, to give hot takes, to pick at people for having triple singles. People, they be tripping, man. I hate that folks don't pay homage or give respect to the folks. Oh, one more thing, and then I'll shut up. Draymond said he didn't make enough money when he played, so he need that job. I don't like that either, Dre, because you know what? Them dudes back there paid away for y'all to get them contracts y'all getting.
Dumbass.
You ain't getting them contracts because you nice. Are you serious, bro? I don't really like how Dre came off, and that shit makes me not fuck with Dre at all. Like, I don't fuck with Dre at all, dog. I don't fuck with that. I don't like that.
Spade, I come on this podcast, and for podcast purposes, tell us some jokes. I get on you and be like, Marino ain't got no rings. But Spade, I would, as big of a football fan as I am, I would be a fucking idiot to think Marino wasn't doing all this crap in the era when you did not throw the ball like that. Like, people are like, oh, Marino only threw for 5. They saying that now. Marino only threw for 5,000 yards. Everybody threw for 5,000 now. Yeah, but he was doing it when people was throwing for 2,500.
Yes.
When people were running the ball 35 times a game. Like, come on. Listen, bro. Listen, if I was to call my uncle would tell us about Bill Russell. He'll tell you Bill Russell was the best thing smoking. Bro, I don't get up here and be like, yo, they shouldn't name no award after Bill Russell built. Come on, that's disrespect, man. That's disrespect. And to say, it's crazy, Spade, because I could be totally wrong. And did Charles Barkley wish he probably had a ring? Yes. But I can be totally wrong. I'm willing to bet Charles Barkley has come to peace. Yo, I ain't win a ring because I ran into a buzzsaw named Michael Jordan. And I guarantee you, he all right with that. If I went to the championship and lost to Michael Jordan, who people are considering the best player ever, you have nothing to hang your head for. Nothing. The best player, arguably the best player ever, beat me in the finals. Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah. Come
on. Like, it's just disrespectful. I was going to bring up the money issue too. I ain't like that shit either. The nerve. You just happen to be born in the right year.
Right. That's the only thing you did right.
Yeah, you was born in the right year. Because if Charles Barkley was in this league, come on, man. He'd be the highest paid forward in the league.
I tell you one thing he would do. He'll get Draymond buckets. Fam. Let me tell you that right now. So, LeParis, before we move on, man, you know, I'm a Barkley fan. Let me drop some of his accolades for a listener that may not know this stuff. Let me give you something. Charles Barkley was a league MVP. Dre will never be a league MVP, fam. He had his best chance this year. They done moved KD. KD moved himself. Clay is hurt. Steph is hurt. It was literally your team, Dre. You got us 8 points a game. League MVP, 11-time NBA All-Star, All-Star Game MVP, 5-time first-team All-NBA, 5-time second-team All-NBA, 1-time third-team All-NBA, All-NBA Rookie First Team, NBA Rebounding Leader, Phoenix Sun Ring of Honor, number retired by the 76ers, number retired by the Phoenix Suns, 50th Anniversary All-Time Team, SEC Player of the Year in college, number retired by the Auburn Tigers, and named to the 50 NBA, what is it called? Like the top 50 players of NBA history or whatever.
Come on, man.
And he's a Hall of Famer, bro.
Come on, man.
Inducted into the Hall of Fame.
We're not doing this. Man. We got to stop disrespecting guys like Larry Bird and Charles Barkley. We got to stop. Like I said, Spade, you wasn't even no Karl Malone fan like that, but you knew Karl Malone was, you know what he was. That pick and roll shit. Come on.
I'll take him over Dre.
Come on.
I'll take Sean Kemp over Dre.
Come on, man. We ain't even about to, Spade, we ain't even got to do the who we taking over Dre because that list long.
Yeah, we ain't got all that time. You're right.
Shit, give me the Davis brothers from Indiana. Shit.
Yeah.
Spade, we ain't got to do that. Listen, man. We got to stop this shit, man. They got to stop this shit.
Willis.
We got to stop this shit, man. Give me Horace Grant. We got to stop this shit. We got to stop this shit.
Give me Andre Deodrins.
Hey, Spade, we got to stop this shit, man. They got to stop. They got to stop, man. I don't want to hear nothing about nobody ain't got no ring. Shit.
Give me David Lee. Shit.
Come on, man. Hey, Spade.
Ersan Ilyasova. All right.
You ain't lying. At least he going to lead the league in charges.
Yeah, man. Shit, I'm talking about old folks. I'm looking around like it's folks today. I'll take over.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man. And Illy gonna spray up. You better give me Bielisa. He gonna shoot the hell out of that rock.
Ain't never lied. Shit.
Let's move on, bro.
All right, let's get it.
Oh boy, man. I mean, we go from talking. What's going on in sports today, bro? Like we go from talking Spike and the Knicks, Dre and Barkley, and now we taking on back to my neck of the woods again. And we got to talk about the New York Jets player, Quinnen Williams. Spade, if you don't know, Quinnen Williams was just arrested in the airport for trying to get a gun through the airport. What is with these guys trying to get hammers in their cargo bag in the airport? Like, what's going on, bruh? If you guys don't know, Quinnen Williams, he do have a permit for the gun in Alabama. But let me give you guys a news flash. It don't matter. Up in New York, New Jersey, they don't care nothing about your permit in Florida, Atlanta, Alabama. They don't care, bruh. They don't care. You getting arrested, especially if you trying to get that shit through the airport. Spade, talk to me about this situation. What's wrong with these guys, bruh?
I don't know, man. This one is disturbing to me because I like Quinnen. I really like him. I want to say it's an issue of not knowing because, like you said, the firearm wasn't loaded. He had a permit for it, but the New York laws are pretty clear cut, and I don't know if the people around him, people in the Jets organization, maybe his agent, I don't know if he got like I'm having a brain fart. Not a PR person, but what you call him, but you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. I don't know if his team, somebody, I can't even say they failed his kid because he's grown. He's an adult. You got a responsibility to know the rules, especially, let me tell you something. When you're traveling, you have a responsibility to know the rules where you are going. And that shit is easily accessible. It's on the internet. You know what I'm saying? You can go to Google. Google has made finding this information a lot easier. You can type in, am I permitted to have a gun in New York? Can I go through the airport with a gun? That's all it takes. It's a 10-second search. And I don't know, man. I'm worried about this kid because I don't think this is just going to go away, man.
Listen, I just spoke about it a lot. We seen Plax go to jail for like 2 years for having a gun. Now the firearm did go off in his case, but Spade, we seen Santana, was Jules Santana, the rapper Jules Santana was just in North Airport, had a gun, ran and got caught in jail. Now he's in jail. What is wrong with him? Why? Spade, we just watched the Michael Vick thing. And I hate to be that guy, but you supposed to have a guy for that. Like, come on. And cool, you want to have a firearm. Cool. Spade, how you got the gun in New York? You ain't bring that? No way you brought that shit through the airport. And if you did, Alabama airports ain't where I want to be. If you got it from Alabama up there, that ain't where I want to be. But if they drove it up there, Spade, draw that shit back down. Like, it just does not make sense. You're causing more problems for yourself than you need. Come on, like, kid got a bright future. got arrested for having a gun in the airport. You want to hope that you be like, yo, man, I forgot I had the gun. I didn't know it was in my bag. I packed quick. I still don't think that shit gonna fly because New York don't play that shit. They don't play that shit.
They really don't.
I don't know. I don't know how this situation is going to pan out. But if I'm the Jets, I'm not happy. I'm not happy right now.
Bro, you said New York don't play that. Let me give the people an example of how New York don't play that. In 2010, one of the hottest rappers on the face of the planet was Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne had a lot of money. He had enough money to get the best lawyers money could buy. Lil Wayne served a year in Rikers Island for doing the same
Lil Wayne to Rikers. Y'all don't.
They sent Lil Wayne to Rikers,
bro,
for trying to come to the airport with a gun.
Rikers is not the one you want to be. They sent superstar ass Lil Wayne to Rikers. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, they don't play that shit. They don't play that shit.
Yeah. Lil Wayne did 8 months in Rikers Island for trying to do this same shit. This same shit got Lil Wayne a year in which he served 8 months in Rikers Island.
Spade, you think he'll go to jail?
I'm worried about the kid. I don't know, man. New York has. I'm gonna tell you something. New York don't play about this shit, bro.
I know.
Man, your boy Cheddar bobbed himself and still went to prison.
Yeah. They
didn't even care that he Cheddar bobbed himself,
bro. Bro, Santana ran out. They got his ass. Okay, he in jail right now. Santana is in prison right now.
But hey, I tell you what, folks keep trying it. New York said y'all gonna learn one day. We ain't bullshit.
Listen. I hope it was a mistake for the kid, but my gut telling me he go to the Bing. He's going to jail. That's what my gut telling me.
That would fucking suck, man.
That's what my gut telling me. I don't. It's just something that can just be avoided. Double check your bag, yo. Spade, I fly. I travel. I check my bag mad times, and I ain't checking for no guns. Just make sure I got my. I ain't got no order. I'm just making sure I got the necessities. But I mean, if you check your bag and be like, yo, oh shit, my gun in there. Take your gun out. You're not getting that shit through the airport. I don't care how good your stash box is.
I will say something. I have gone through the airport and been, my bag get flagged, and them take a toenail clipper, take it out of my bag, like you can't travel with this.
Word.
And I get to my destination, go through my bag, and found like a swing out X-Acto knife in my bag. The X-Acto knife got through, and the fucking fingernail clip got grabbed. I essentially had a razor blade with a handle on it in my bag, and it got through. And they took my toenail clipper.
Keep talking.
I'm just saying.
It's crazy because when I flew down to Atlanta, Spade, I had like some cologne and they was like, yo, that bottle too big. Can't have this shit. So you either gotta toss that shit or you gotta check your bag. So I didn't want to check my bag because I'm like, that'd be my luck. I fly down here and then I can't find my luggage. They lose my luggage. So I was like, I don't like
checking my bag either, bro. We might be related.
Yeah, I'm not checking my bag, yo. So I ain't checking my bag.
They be like,
I just
sir,
tossed the cologne.
You got this big glass portrait of your child, and we're gonna have to check your bag. I'll be like, throw it away. I don't care what it is.
Get that shit out of here.
Throw it away.
Not checking my bag.
No, don't. I'm not checking my bag.
Me neither. Spade, let's move on, man. I'm hoping Quinnen Williams is some way to finagle out of this, but I just know New York. Hey, Spade, we watch Suits. We watch a lot of law shows. They got precedent when it come to this. They don't play with this shit. They done set precedent. They don't play with this shit. So my gut telling me he goes to jail. That's what my gut telling me.
But Paris, for this next topic, man, we're going to go over to the NFL, and that's your area expertise. So I'm going to lob you this topic, man. Peyton Manning is in the news. You want to tell the people why?
First of all, I want to say I was right. Spade, we be right on this show a lot.
We be right, bro.
Do people pay attention? So anyway,
no,
Spade,
clearly not.
They don't pay attention. We talked about Tony Romo last week about the deal he signed, and Spade was like, yo, this ain't the time for this to be coming out. And I'm like, Spade, ain't no salary cap on being, you know what I mean? Being a sports commentator. Tony Romo can make as much money as he wants. It's crazy because I was like, yo, ESPN probably was in a bidding war for Tony Romo because we knew they wanted him to do Monday Night Football. They couldn't get Tony. Tony stayed. And now it look like ESPN is out here trying to bust a trade. They want to trade to get Al Michaels. They want Al Michaels. And if you guys didn't know, Peyton Manning is also in the news. And reportedly, they are trying to sign Peyton Manning to do Monday Night Football to a price that will exceed what Tony Romo got. Tony Romo got 17. They are trying to pay Peyton Manning 18 M's, paid $18 million for Peyton Manning. Now, we know Peyton Manning already do something with ESPN called Detail. It's like the football version of what Kobe was doing with the basketball version when he broke down tape and players and stuff like that. But they want Peyton Manning in the booth now. It's crazy because we knew who was currently in the booth. It was Witten the year before. This year they bumped up Booger McFarland. He was in the booth. And, hey, Spade, people don't like Booger. I think Booger is funny on TV. Like, even the nonsense he said, I like it. I like it. I don't think Booger did a bad job. But they want clearly it looked like they want Booger McFarland out of there. And they trying to get Al Michaels and Peyton Manning to do Monday Night Football. And they offering Peyton Manning, reportedly, $18 million. So Peyton is getting that bag, Spade. What's your thoughts?
I'm for it, man. Matter of fact, the report said from 18 to 20 mil per year.
I just said that last week.
You said it. I just want people to know I'm good at talking. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Throw me some M's. Let me talk. I don't know, bro. I don't even know what to say.
I seen a lot of people
you okay with this?
I seen a lot of people saying, yo, we ain't never seen Peyton Manning call a game. But, I mean, we know Peyton Manning football knowledge is crazy. So, especially, like I said, if you watch the detail stuff, the way he just break down shit, I swear, watching that detail crap, I learned shit, be like, damn, Peyton Manning, he know this shit. Peyton Manning know this shit. He was like, watch the safety walk down, boom, the safety walk. Like, he know his shit, man. So, like I said, I don't like that Booger might be getting the boot, but I can totally understand getting Al Michaels and Peyton Manning to be, this is it. Like I told you last week, Spade, I said Monday Night Football is it. It's probably the most watched thing on Monday night during football season. And I'm talking about, wrestling on, all these, I don't know if Grey's Anatomy on, I'm just saying all these television shows is on, like these big time shows. Monday Night Football is the most watched thing during football season on Monday night. So they want somebody in there where people ain't making fun of them like a Booger McFarland. So I understand. But man, throwing Peyton Manning 18, I told you, if I'm an athlete and I'm looking at a guy like a Peyton Manning, a Tony Romo, and like you said, Spade, these jobs are limited. And maybe you don't get the 18. But if I could be a sideline reporter or a sideline analyst like let's be honest, Charles Woodson, and I can make around $3-4 million a year to do that shit, Spade, I'm happy. I'm happy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
After retirement? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hell yeah.
Everybody should be, especially athletes, they should be ecstatic Peyton Manning and Tony Romo is getting these bags.
Still limited spots though, bro.
It is.
It's so limited.
It is. But it's a Spade. You don't gotta be NFL. You could be college. Like it's a lot of colleges. Hey, I'm just saying. Maybe you don't get 4 or 5 million. Maybe you get $1 million to go talk about Northwestern basketball or football. I don't know. Listen, it's jobs, bro. They out there. It's a lot of colleges. And I mean the way it's looking like the XFL is going, maybe you go get 800,000 at the XFL level to go talk over there. Who knows? I don't know the numbers. But listen, if you can make
it ain't no damn 800,000.
I'm just throwing it.
Like
maybe
that.
$500,000. Maybe $500,000. No? $500,000?
Maybe half a $500,000.
Listen, man, $500,000 was one of my favorite rappers, but you don't know about $500,000.
I don't. I
know. I be knowing.
I know OJ the
like
Juice Man or rap circle
know.
around him though. Hey, okay.
You don't like rappers from up here. I know.
I know he don't want no smoke with OJ. Whatever rappers you got from up there, OJ the Juice Man on.
Like he's passed away, bro.
Okay, well find somebody else, and I'm putting OJ the Juice Man on him.
Oh, well,
all right.
Come on, bro. I can name 100 rappers better than OJ.
Nah, hell, you can't. Huh?
Babe, let's move on.
Disrespect OJ.
Oh, let me take you to the picking game. I got it. The picking game.
Hey,
Spade, you won
last
last
week,
game, yo, because Giannis let me down. The Bucks let me down. LeBron, bro, they had AD had 5 points at the half, and they let AD explode. They let LeBron pretty much bro, did you see
Wait. They didn't let shit. Bron just went and did what MVPs do. Huh?
Bro, did you see the snarl that he gave Giannis? Like, did you see his face?
I like that shit because, Giannis love trying to make a mean face.
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, Spade, me and you had a conversation last night. We was talking, and I said, bruh, they're going to win 60, 70 games, the Bucks, and ain't going to win it all. Spade, do you think the Bucks are going to win it all?
Hell no.
You think they're going to the finals?
Oh, if they don't, unless they run into Miami. If they run into Miami, they not.
Spade,
I really think Miami get them matchup
in 7
issues.
games.
Maybe not. I mean, I think Toronto probably look on paper anyway like the best team in the East to me. And I know somebody gonna say, how they look like the best on paper when the Bucks got the best record. I just don't believe the Bucks. I'm sorry.
You know what? I don't think I believe the Bucks either. Because I'm thinking, yo, you know what? I took the Bucks because I was like, yo, they play the Clippers. They play the Lakers play the Clippers Sunday. They might they might sleep on the Bucks, and the Bucks might can slip in there and get one because the Clippers gonna be thinking. I mean, the Lakers gonna be thinking about the Clippers. Man, shit.
You thought?
Yeah, I did. And I mean, AD went bananas. Bron did what Bron do, and
You thought?
I don't believe the Bucks. But anyway, pick 'em game this week, Spade. I gotta take it to the Lakers and the Clippers. That's Sunday 3:30. It don't matter who home is. LA versus LA. It's both of their homes.
They both home. Yeah.
Yeah, they both home. Both of their homes. So Spade, who do you have and why?
Ooh.
Going back to the well, Lakers been good to you.
I'll tell you something. The
Lakers been
Clippers
good
don't
to
really even be suiting everybody up until they see Houston or the Lakers. I'm going to tell you something. The Clippers really be wanting these regular season matchups with these teams. And that concerns me. But, let me tell you something.
Got a butt, guys.
LeBron finna put a little extra wave grease on that carpet on the top of his head.
Oh, shit.
And
Spade, leave Bron hair alone, bruh.
I'm not talking about his hair. I'm talking about the carpet. His hair be straight. His hair on the side. That part right there, that's not hair.
Why don't Bron just get a baldy, bruh? Like, Bron looked straight with the baldy when he had it a few years back.
I don't know,
He
man.
look crazy?
I'm standing at the gate waving Brian over like, come on.
Spade, you gonna get that carpet at the top?
I mean, I might. I don't know. Brown carpet be coming up. I'm gonna need my
bro. He out there running like 80 miles a night.
Yeah, I ain't running. So you saying if I get the carpet, my shit gonna stay laid?
Yeah, you should be straight. I mean, we got.
Bro, give me the carpet plug,
Steve Harvey
fam.
had the carpet for years.
The Steve Harvey carpet was fire. Yeah, I'm in. You know what? Let me tell you something. Brian, Brow, and the carpet. Give me them. Because, look, so far, the Lakers haven't beat the Clippers since regular season, had they? No, for real, bro. Bro, grow up, man. I'm serious.
Bro,
had the
you
Lakers
said
beat the Clippers in regular
Brown
season?
in the carpet. Come on, man.
Yes.
But I got to grow up.
Right, you do. You know it's a carpet. You know that's not his hair, bro.
Right,
you know it. It's the same fiber that be in carpet. The same thing. Listen, the Clippers so far, they ain't lost to the Lakers in the regular season. Am I right?
If I'm not mistaken, I want to say no. They haven't lost.
You think that shit all right with Brian? That shit ain't all right with Brian. Give me the Lakers, bro.
Give me the
Bro,
Clippers.
what is the Pick'em series? I think I'm up 5. Am I up 5?
Bro, you're going to be up 4.
Okay.
You are up 3 now. If you win this one, you're up 4. Come on, Spade. Sheesh, your
like
math is like, oh, girl. I was
think
like,
this
yo, if
gonna
he
be
gave
5.
everybody $1 million, he still had money left over. Shorty was like, yo, he ain't spent $500 million. He spent $500 million.
Hey, you know what's funny?
What?
When I saw that video, I was like, damn, she right. What everybody like, hey, it got me too. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not
Come
even
on,
gonna
Spade.
lie. I ain't gonna lie. It got me.
Well, clearly your math like old girl because you like, yo, I'm up 6, bro. You up. Come on.
My math can be bad. You might have a point here. I'm not even gonna argue with you.
Listen, I'm going to go Clippers because I think the Clippers care more about this shit right now than the Lakers. Now, if this was a 7-game playoff series, I think the Lakers the Lakers saving that shit for the playoffs. I'm telling you. Give me the Clippers. I think the Clippers care more right now.
Okay.
I don't think LA think they got nothing to prove. They number one in the West. They ain't got shit to prove. They got shit to prove right now. They want the Clippers in the playoffs. So give me LA Clippers. Give me the Clippers.
Okay. All right. You wrong in all that right there, but I'm going to let you live.
Right,
man,
cool.
We have come to the last segment of today's show, man. We've had a really good show.
Yeah.
And the best way to do a great show is to end it on a great note. This segment right here, we call it the Strong Arm Performer of the Week, and it's an award that we give away to a male or female athlete who raised his or her level of play to ensure that their team got the victory. Paris, you on the hot seat, bro. It's a lot of eligible candidates.
It
Don't
is.
drop the ball here. Don't fumble.
You're going to say I dropped the ball, but I don't care because I got to give him some love. I don't care. Spade, I want to give an honorable mention to Caris LeVert. Caris LeVert, he just played phenomenal the other night. Like,
Okay.
I mean, what else Caris LeVert did everything in his power for that team to win. They got the dub, beating Boston. Caris LeVert was phenomenal. But he's honorable mention. Spade.
Okay.
I'm going to my neck of the woods, and I'm talking about the men's Rutgers basketball team who beat the number 9 Maryland Terrapins at home at the rack. Listen, man, they getting in the tourney. And Spade, you heard it here first. I feel like the Rutgers men's basketball team about to make some noise in this tourney. Don't sleep on them. Ron Harper Jr. and them boys, don't sleep on them for that performance, beating the Maryland Terrapins, the number 9 ranked squad in college basketball for that performance. Rutgers men's basketball team, you are my Strong Arm Performer of the Week. Yes, sir. Don't hate on Rutgers, bruh. Them boys been balling out there.
That's what
you want to know? I want to give you some credit, man.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you like credit. Because I remember
like
it was a few, it might have been maybe 2 years ago. You was talking about like, you said Jerry Stackhouse got who kids down there in Vanderbilt? Was it Penny Hart? I mean, Scottie Pippen Jr.
and Kenyon Martin
Jr. And during that conversation, you probably don't remember, I was like, yeah, Rutgers got Ron Harper Jr. But let's be honest, ain't no Ron Harper. Man, was I wrong and you was right. You was like, yo, these juniors gonna be fine. Man, was I wrong and you was right. Cause them Rucker boys is playing. Shout out to the Scarlet Knights.
That's cool. I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Cause I'm shocked. You did something a little bit different. Mm-hmm. So for my honorable mention, man, I really and truly want the XFL to be a success. And I know we spoke on it at their debut, and then we kind of didn't really go back. And I just want to let people know I'm still checking the box scores. I'm still catching games when I can, and I'm really rooting for this league. So for my honorable mention, man, I want to give my Strong Arm Performer of the Week to the Houston Roughnecks, and most importantly, PJ Walker, who the Roughnecks are still so far undefeated, and PJ Walker leads the league in passing yards and passing TDs, man. So, before the season even started, I said on this podcast that I want the Houston Roughnecks to be my team. LaParis kept trying to give me the Vipers. Like, you should be a
you
Viper
said
fan.
the Vipers. Somebody gonna
that
pull
was a
that
typo.
footage.
I already told you that. That was a verbal typo.
Somebody pull that footage.
You ever
and
be
clip that.
trying to say, nah, you ain't got to do all that. You ever be trying to say Roughnecks and accidentally say Vipers? Shit happens.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? It was like a typo. So I want to give that team and PJ Walker my honorable mention.
Okay.
But my Strong Arm Performer of the Week is going to go to an unusual suspect, an unlikely candidate, a person that's never, ever, ever won this award before in the history of the SAS pod.
Oh, Lord.
Let's go out to hot-ass Arizona, and let's talk about the Phoenix Suns. They don't get talked about much on this show. They kind of ass. But guess
that's
what?
That's not true, because I always talk about Kelly Oubre. KO?
Oh, we like Kelly. Yeah, everybody like Kelly.
Yeah, I've been talking about Kelly since he was in Washington, and people, hey, let's be honest, Spade, they was telling me I was wrong when I was like Idaho, and they told me I was wrong. Look like I was right, but go ahead.
And I just heard somebody bang the cannon on Idaho. I think it was Steven Jackson. Steven Jackson just banged the cannon on Otto Porter the other day for no reason. I don't remember the context, but he said something like, I'd rather have him than Otto Porter. I'd rather have he was going off. But anyway, we talking about Kelly Oubre. Kelly he didn't play, so let me get my shit off. The Portland Trailblazers came to town, and they in a very unique situation. They need to be trying to win a lot of games because they trying to steal this spot from the Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies got a really tough schedule the remainder of the way, so when the Grizzlies lose, Portland got to win. That's kind of how the shit work. That's how you make up ground. Grizzlies lost. Portland got Phoenix, who's supposed to be a bad team. This is a sure win for Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum, Carmelo Anthony, Hassan Whiteside, Trevor Ariza. These are big-name guys, but LaParis, they lost. And not only did they lose, they let somebody for the Phoenix Suns light them up to the tune of 37 points. And you thinking, I know, it was booked, right? Nah, it wasn't booked. You think what, Rubio got hot? Nah, it wasn't Rubio. You think, Bridges went crazy? Nah, it wasn't him.
You said KO didn't play, right? Maybe KO.
KO didn't even play, fam. And it damn sure wasn't Sarge.
What about Aiden?
Aaron Baines.
Aaron Baines?
Aaron Baines went off. He was 9 of 14 from 3. Hassan, get out the paint and get out. I didn't watch the game, so I will admit, I don't know if they was in man defense or what.
What was Baines?
9 of 14 from 3. And you thinking, damn, so he just lived out there? But nah, fam. He also snatched down 16 boards, too.
Come on.
He had 37 points, 16 boards, 1 dime, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. And what's crazy is when you look at this team, LaParis, they got all their production from their starters. They got 24 from Sark, 18 from Bridges, 37 from Baines, 13 from Rubio, 23 from D-Book, and they got a whopping 12 points off their bench. All they starters gave all the Portland starters buckets, but none as much as Aaron Baines did. And for that performance, AB. Because you get to be AB because we don't rock with that other AB, that football playing one. We don't rock with him. So you the new AB on this show. AB, for that performance, you are my strong arm performer of the week. 37 and 16 for Aaron Baines?
Bro.
9 of 14 from
9 threes? Come on,
yeah,
man.
bruh. I ain't even know he had the strap like that. I knew he
could shoot like from.
I really did. Not like that,
bro. I told you, Spade. The league trying to get New Orleans. So the Blazers lost, Memphis lost, and the Pels won.
Yeah,
trying to get them in, bro. They trying to get them in for them.
Bro.
Bro, they ain't going to do nothing but get sweat playing the Lakers. Or it might be a gentleman's sweep. They might get a Pels 1. Bro, how you going to feel if Zion win Rookie of the Year? Because I feel like they're trying to give it to him.
I'm going to be a little pissy.
If they give it to him, are you going to be like, yo, the league on some bullshit like LaParis said? That what you going to say?
Well, no. Because the league don't cast those votes. So, there's that.
Bro, the writers know what the league want.
The writers don't know nothing.
Okay.
They just write.
Okay.
Bro, if DeAndre Ayton, I got a question. If DeAndre Ayton didn't start and Aaron Baines got you 37, what that say about Ayton? I mean,
why was Ayton out?
He had an ankle sprain or something. Yeah, he got an ankle.
That's load management. They say ankle when it's load management. They say ankle and groin.
Mean day off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that shit at work.
Day off.
I'm gonna start calling in, telling them I sprained my ankle.
You gonna have
man,
to
they ain't gonna make it in today, man. I done sprained my shit. Oh, you right.
Yeah,
they gonna be like, roll your ass in here and pull up to this computer.
Word. Word. You gonna have to say like I got carpal tunnel or some shit.
Oh, I lied. I do have one other thing. I want to do something a little bit different, man. We have been premiering this show every week, and we really like interacting with you guys, but we feel like it's been kind of throwing things off. People, if they don't make it into the premiere, they tend to not want to come back and watch later. And I'm just in a very experimental part with this podcast. I'm trying to do things to make it better for you guys, to make it better for us. And I'm not even above taking recommendations. So if somebody want to tweet me, email me, drop it in the comment section. Any little small things you guys think we can do to make the show better. Every day, if you waking up not trying to be better than the previous day, then what you doing?
You know what
they gonna say?
They're gonna say
more shows?
Yes, more shows.
Who? Yeah, lob us some names. I ain't above guests. Lob me some names.
That's what they gonna say. They're gonna be like, yo, we want some guests.
I'm good with that. I ain't got a problem with that. There ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. But yeah, bro, this show will be up early, and I'm gonna do this thing for a few weeks and just monitor the situation and see what it looked like. But my plan is to have this show live before noon Eastern time. All right, that's the game plan.
Listen, man.
Bro, don't oh Lord me, bro. Don't do that.
Bro, I mean, you woke me up early for this shit. This shit better be up.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Hey, listen, man. We want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Strong Arm Sports. Y'all already know, if you new here, bang subscribe button. If you're a regular here, hit the like button. It take 2 seconds, man. Take 2 seconds. It's also a little bell up there. You can click that bell to send notifications to your mobile device to let you know a new episode has been uploaded or premiered on our channel, whichever one we decide to do. Listen, if you don't want to see two dudes arguing in a box, it's okay. We got audio podcasts everywhere. ऊPodOmatic, iTunes, Spotify. We are everywhere. There's no reason why you guys should ever miss a show. Want to thank you guys for your continued support. We'll see you guys next episode. We out. Peace.